Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. Right off the bat, let me tell you, sinuses are draining big time. So if you don't want to see a grown man having to blow his nose and all that stuff, you might want to exit now. But I ain't gonna sit there with snot running all down my page just so you ain't gotta see me blow my nose. I ain't doing it. Little kitty, little bitty one running across the parking lot. Bummer. I got reading some comments on one of the trucker channels I'm on. And it got me to thinking of some stuff. Now, first off, I want to address a steering wheel holder and a real truck driver. You know what the difference is? Not a damn thing. So y'all knock that shit off. Guess what? See this? That's a steering wheel. It's in every big truck out here. Everyone. So if you're driving one of these rigs down the road, guess what? You're a steering wheel holder, just like the rest of us. There ain't a damn thing special about you. You don't have levers in your truck to maneuver your truck down the road. If you did, it wouldn't be a truck. It'd be a bulldozer or something. You'd be an equipment operator, not a truck driver. I'm so tired of that nonsense. Steering wheel holder. Oh, there's another steering wheel holder. No shit. He's in a big truck, ain't he? That's how he maneuvers his truck around. A real truck driver. Really? A real one? What's a pretend one? What's a fake one? I've never seen a fake one actually maneuvering a truck down the road. Well, a real truck driver, they don't wear fingerless gloves. Yeah, we do. And yeah, I used to make fun of the people that wore them until I needed them. With these new steering wheels, the way I hold it, the side of that just rubs the hell out of my hand there. And I can't seem to train myself or find a comfortable position to hold it where it does it. Those help. So, you know, it is what it is. A real truck driver don't wear sandals. Yes, I do. I have my own medical issues that keeps me from wanting to wear shoes. My slide-on sandals are a lot better for me. And I guarantee you, I got more experience than probably 99% of you watching these videos. I guarantee you I can maneuver one of these suckers and do things with it that'll make you scratch your head and say, how the hell did he do that? But I still wear sandals. And I maneuver this truck wearing sandals. It can be done. One that really got my goat was here a while back. They're talking about waitresses at truck stops, like you can find one that has a restaurant that it needs a waitress. A real truck driver leaves at least 30% tip. That got my attention. We've had a few waitresses in my family, including my wife. And I can tell you now, my kids grew up riding around out here in a truck with me back when there was a lot of restaurants. And Nathan, the boy I lost, he was prone to tell waitresses, or he'd tell me when they was close by, well, she ain't working on a tip very good, is she, Daddy? Your coffee cup's empty again. That's back when I was addicted to coffee. I tip according to the service, folks, and I expect everybody else to do the same. This nonsense of being expected to leave a certain amount of tip that they don't necessarily earn is not in my agenda. Ain't happening. Now, if you're a good waitress or waiter and you're taking care of me and whoever's at my table real well, I'm going to tip real well. If all you're going to do is bring me a glass of water and a menu and take my order and bring my order out to me, and then you're done. Until I leave, then you clean the table off, you're going to get $1. Period. I don't care what my bill is, you're going to get $1. And that's if you're acting halfway decent. If you're one that's acting like I'm an inconvenience and you don't like your job and you're mad at the world and you just hate having to come over and bring me my water and my menu and all that, you're liable to not get nothing. And yes, I am the kind that would stiff you. I have to work and earn my money. I don't like to just give it away to someone that doesn't work and earn theirs. That's why I'm not a big fan on giving money to these illegals and all this other nonsense that you see in my political post. I'm the same way about waitresses. If you got a problem with that, that's your problem, not mine. That's how I deal with it. If you like to just throw money at people that don't work and don't earn it, good on you. I bet they wish they had more like you. You know, it's a crying shame that as big as our industry is, that we don't have any more say in a damn thing than we do. And do you know why? It's because everybody is so busy trying to pick at everybody else, and I've done my share. I'm not innocent by no means. Normally when I do it, I'm joking and carrying on. However, there's been some times I wasn't joking and carrying on. But just look at the social media out there. I seen a post yesterday, which is part of what got me thinking about this stuff. It was a low boy delivering a big piece of equipment to a job site out in California. I seen it off the CHP website. I subscribe to their channel, and when they put something up, I get notified of it. And they had put up that a certain highway in a certain area was closed due to a truck high centering. And I read what they had to say, and there was some comments in there by the tow company. What it boils down to is he was delivering to a work site, and he had to cut across the median into this work site. Common practice, especially in California. He got high center. It's a low boy. It happens. Anybody that's drug a low boy around knows it happens. That boat trailer I hauled around was a low boy. I got stuck a couple of times. I only had to get it pulled one time, but that's beside the point. Well, another time I pulled the kingpin out of the trailer. That's a different story. It happens with low boys. And one hand, you could tell he'd been around a while. Yeah, them damn construction sites, they don't never think about that truck coming in, much less that low boy. They don't never leave us a good way in or a good route in, you know. True. The majority of the comments on it One that really got me was, there's another brain surgeon truck driver. Okay, I guess we could have some brain surgeons driving out here. But what makes that individual so intelligent? Have to bash. And that's what a bunch of them do, just bashing him. The majority of them don't have a clue what they're talking about, but here's the opportunity to say something bad about another truck driver. Let's get on the bandwagon. And then you got a few of them that want to pretend like they know what they're talking about. Well, I used to drag a low boy around, and when I had them situations, I gassed on it and I made a run for it. Sounds good on the media. In reality, there's two problems with that. One is if you make a run for it, you're going to jam that damn trailer so far up there. If it's going to stick, it's going to stick. Now you really got it up there where you don't stand a chance of backing out. And two, with a piece of equipment like he had, and if you looked at the road he was turning on, that thing was top heavy, and he's going to rock a little bit, so that means you really need to go slow. Well, if you're just gassing on it, you're liable to turn that shit over right there in the road. Now, won't that make for interesting? It's a little bit more than getting a tow truck out there. Another one saying, oh, you need to go underneath your truck and disconnect that little bar that adjusts your airbags and air them up all the way. I've done that a few times. It saved me several times. The tow truck driver got there on that one, and he says, he's 119,000 pounds. Don't think you want maximum out the airbags. Now, most low boys, at least mine did, and I'm sure most of the newer ones do, because we had old stuff. We had little flips back there that you could adjust that would raise it up 4 to 6 inches. I forget, not much, but a lot of times that 6 inches means a lot. But the point is, why in the world do we have to try to bash each other so bad? It's really brought my attention to my own habits, and I really try not to do that so much anymore. I've got a few people on here that I talk to. I harass them. You know, some's truck drivers, some ain't. But the truck drivers, I'll call them a rookie. I'm sorry, not a steering wheel holder. I call them a rookie. Brandon's got like 25 years out here. Him and Grant both. And I'll call them both a rookie. You know? I got others that's only got 2, 3, 5 years. And I'll tease them. But they know it's just old school teasing. There's a difference in a couple good old boys talking and joking and getting on there and just trying to insult somebody. They keep talking about doing these driver strikes. They've been talking about that stuff as long as I've been out here, and it ain't gonna work. Simply because we will not band together. I've told y'all in some of my political posts how the government likes to keep us separated. They want to separate you by race, by your income. They want to keep you separated by any and everything that they can. Well, the trucking industry and the government wants to do that to the truck drivers. Do you realize that if we all banded together, we would be one of the largest voting groups you've ever seen in this country. I don't know of another industry that has as many people in it as the truck drivers do. So if we could quit this petty nonsense, stroking our own egos, telling us how good we are and how bad you are, and band together like a band of brothers and sisters, we might actually stand a chance of getting something done. But being that if you get 4 truck drivers in the same room and ask one question, what time is it, you're going to get probably 5, if not 6 different answers. It's a crying shame. Do you know what a truck driver is? A professional truck driver? Somebody that's went through the training and they've got a truck and they're driving down the road. Now we have some that has more experience than others. We have some that are better than others. But if we would quit this bashing of each other and sitting here and taking pictures of this driver or videos of this driver struggling, if you would actually get out and offer a helping hand instead of trying to get a video up that's going to go viral, it might help. If we would show a little bit of common courtesy to that other professional driver that happens to be new in the industry and that ain't as good as you are, it might go a long ways. You know, you really can't blame a lot of these new drivers out here. The schools nowadays are going to just teach you just enough to get your CDL. That's all they're paid for. That's all they're going to do. The companies are the greedy ones, and in my opinion, are the ones at fault because they don't have good trainers. They have some rookie that don't have any experience, and they've got him out here trying to train somebody. So it's the old story of the blind leading the blind. So now this individual gets to go out on his own, if he's lucky. If he's not lucky, he'll be with one of these companies like CRST that's going to take 2 of these blind ones that don't have a clue and put them together in a truck and send them out into the snowy mountains. Me and Saddle Tramp got to talk about that one today. And now have they not only not been trained, now they're learning how bad they have not been trained. They're with a partner that ain't been trained. And they're coming out into this vicious ocean of sharks that only want to make fun of them and take bites out of them and not help them swim. And yeah, we're proud of ourselves, and we're going to call ourselves a real truck driver. And some of these that's taking these bites out of them, remember the old saying about bullies? When you bully somebody, remember there's somebody that can always beat your ass. Well, when you're talking all that trash about how great you are, there's always some of us old school that can put you to shame. That's a fact. There's very few that have the abilities that I have. That ain't bragging, that's just no sugar added to truth. I've been doing it long enough. I should be damn good at what I'm doing. And you all have seen me on here stop videos and get out and go try to help someone. I got cussed out in Dallas over that one, remember? Actually, it was in Grapevine. But I have attempted to help some. Some of them appreciate it, some don't. But I didn't just sit here and videotape them and throw slanders at them and talk about how terrible they are and laugh at them. And I can't help but wonder if some of these that are so bad about trashing others on the media, on the multimedia or whatever you call it, just how much experience do you really have making fun of that other person? And just how big does it make you feel? You making yourself feel a lot better about your poor abilities by making fun of somebody that you finally found that is actually not as good as you are? When you sit there and you see someone like me take this parking spot I'm at, all the easy ones were taken tonight. There were about 3 hard spots left, and I took one of them. Did you sit there and beat up on yourself when you see someone like me come in and take that spot that you couldn't back into? I doubt it. Steering wheel holders and real truck drivers. I think it's the steering wheel holders that's pretending to be a real truck driver and throwing all them slanders out. What do y'all think? What am I missing? Talk to me in the comments. Am I seeing this wrong? It could happen. I don't think I am, but it could happen. Am I seeing it wrong? Y'all remember, good Lord loves you, and so do I. And he doesn't call us steering wheel holders and truck drivers. He calls us his children. And he's wanting us to do better. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Good night.